Hey guys, it's Nathan Gore with theLender. Today on the 2-Minute Drill, I want to talk to you about what's called compound interest. I think the biggest thing we miss out on with rental properties and housing is appreciation, is the equity. And so today on the 2-Minute Drill, let's talk simplicity of compound interest, and let's talk about what you're probably used to doing versus real estate. A little background before we jump into it. I worked in banking, I've been in mortgage for a long time. When I was at the bank and ran a branch, I was licensed in investments. I had people excited for 1% interest on a CD. I did annuities. I had people excited for 2.25% on a 5-year annuity. Variable annuities, people were excited because you would average 3.5%, right? If people are excited about that, why aren't they excited about real estate? So today on the 2-Minute Drill, let's just look at compound interest on vehicles versus real estate, right? Real estate over the last 20 years, you're probably averaging around 3.5, 3.8% appreciation, where you might see on a fixed CD, you might be getting 1%. On a variable annuity, you might average, 4.5, 4%. Every vehicle has a different return rate. The best thing about it is how it compounds, right? So real estate, think of it this way. If you have real estate and you've kept it for 30 years, that thing is worth a fortune. I have clients, I have friends that inherited homes from their parents that their parents bought for $30,000 20 years ago. It's worth $800,000 now. That's incredible. That's a great return. So if you want to take a look at this, guys, let me just show you kind of what I did. So if you take $250,000, let's say you have $250,000 and you want to invest it. Let's say you invest it in a vehicle like a CD or something that has a fixed rate of 3 or 4%, whatever. Each year it's gonna compound at the end of the year and it's gonna grow. Not as much as the graph, I'm terrible at drawing, but you might go from 250 to, let's say, 282. Problem is, your investment's only worth 250 here. It's all cash you put in it, right? So it's 100% locking up $250,000 just to make 32 grand, all right? So 32,000. Now, if you wanted to use that same $250,000 to buy real estate, today's market, let's say you do a DSCR loan, I'll approve you for a $1 million purchase, right? So you have a $1 million asset that you only have $250,000 in, and let's say it appreciates over 3.5, 3.8%. So each year it's growing, right? It grows, and then it grows higher because you're gaining compound interest from the year before. So if you gained 20,000 here, well, next year it's gonna go off 1,020,000, then it's gonna go off 1,040,000, and so on. So at the end of this time, your $250,000 investment made you $187,000 after 5 years compared to your investment in maybe, say, a CD, a variable annuity, any other type of vehicle. So I know it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this, but let's see, 32, you're looking at $150,000 difference in profit between the two revenue streams. But here's the other kicker. So let's look at real estate. Real estate after 5 years, what are you gonna do? You wanna cash it out 1031, I think a lot of people wanna jump into that. However, let's say you take out a cash out refi here, it's worth 1.18. Let's say you take out a cash refi, let's say it goes up a little bit, you take out a cash out refi, you get your money back, you only have 100K in this, right? So then you're resetting your 100,000 is still making you a lot more money because it's growing each year, right? But at 100,000. So you just paid yourself $150,000 tax-free for this investment. What are you gonna do with that 150? Well, you could buy more real estate. You could pay yourself a salary, buy a boat, whatever. But if you take this money out of here, you gotta pay a tax on the difference, right? So the tax benefits outweigh the vehicle you're using when you use real estate. There's also other things that go with this, where if you did a CD, and let's say you wanted to pay your money or an investment, and you want to pay yourself each year, well, guess what? You're gonna stay flat here because you're not compounding on top of value gained, you're taking out that as revenue. However, with real estate, you're getting a revenue stream with rental properties every year, but it's still appreciating. Also, you've got write-offs to help you. You've got a lot of things going for you that makes real estate a great benefit. So each year, you're gaining value. Each year, hopefully, if you're doing it right, you're making money. And then your goal is every 3 to 5 years, refinance to the point where you're getting less and less money in the deal And so this property could, if you've done it right, or the BRRRR method or Burster method, my goal is the money I have invested in within 6 months when I refinance, I have $0 in my property, but it's still gonna gain value. And that's from zero money invested in a property because I paid myself back. So guys, don't miss out on real estate investing. Don't miss out on the true way to gain wealth. Don't be stuck with TikTok and YouTube and all these influencers that say cash on cash, cash on cash, cash on cash, right? It's a great thing, but focus on what's important and what builds wealth and generational wealth, right? I wanna keep this building as long as I can because I can pass it down to my kids, my nephew, family, but at the same time, I can cash out, refi at any time and get all my money back or then some. Guys, it's important to have the right lender. So when you get a chance, give me a call, let's talk. Let's see how we can help build your wealth and make sure you're taken care of. So guys, see you next time.